Right. So now they have endostyle, which absorbs iodine from water. Okay. So they these animals are having a special gland which is known as endostyle. It absorbs iodine from water. So again, he is saying it is homologous to thyroid gland. So we have thyroid gland. So this endostyle is homologous to thyroid gland. So homologous means different in origin, but function will be same. That glands are known as what? Homologous organs. Organs which are different in their origin, but function is similar. We say them as what? Homologous organ. It means that endostyle which is present in the uropodids, it is doing the function of thyroid gland. Okay, we have a thyroid gland which secretes thyroid hormones like thyroxine, T3, T4. These are all the thyroid hormones. So thyroid hormones are needed for the development of the body. Sexual development of the body is also under the thyroid gland. So in the same way, these animals will have a special organ or a special gland which is known as endostyle. This endostyle is absorbing iodine from the water, and iodine is essential for the formation of the blood in uropodids. This endostyle is absorbing iodine. In our body, thyroid gland also takes the iodine and it will make thyroid hormones. So in this context, endostyle is considered as equivalent to thyroid gland. Okay, so that is the meaning of homologous to thyroid gland. Now respiratory system. So they have gill slits. Okay, so gills perforated with the gill slits they are having. So respiration is done by the gill slits. Now in these tunicates, blood is rich in sulfuric acid and vanadium. So you know the vanadium. Vanadium is one of elements. Blood is rich in. So in tunicates, blood is rich in sulfuric acid and vanadium. Okay, vanadium is the metal element which is present in the blood of these animals. Okay. Now when you take the circulatory systems, now the circulatory system in these animals is open type. There are no blood vessels we can say. Okay. So circulatory system is open type. Heart is ventral. So it is a caudate feature only. Heart is ventral. So they have hearts located in the ventral region of the body. So I'm writing heart is ventral. Okay. And now in human heart, if you see, this is, suppose if you see these are the upper chambers which are known as auricles, lower chambers are known as ventricles. Now what is going to happen? Blood is flowing from the auricles to the ventricles, right? But in these tunicate animals, blood flows from auricles to ventricles, and from ventricles to auricles, reverse flow is also occurring. That is the speciality of these animals, that blood flow in these animals occurs from auricles to ventricles, and it also occurs from ventricles to auricles. That moving of the blood from ventricles to auricles is a reverse flow. So reverse flow is also occurring in these animals. That is the speciality of these animals. Okay. So heart is ventral, and reverse flow of blood is also occurring in the tunicates. So I'm writing that one. Heart is ventral, reverse blood flow occurs. Okay. Why? Because see, in our human heart, we have tricuspid and bicuspid valves. So these tricuspid and bicuspid valves will prevent the reverse flow of the blood. But in
Yes.
heart is underdeveloped. It is not a purely, we cannot say that heart is very developed. So heart is underdeveloped. It do not have valves. And due to the absence of the valves, so blood sometimes flows from upper chambers to lower chambers. That is a routine pattern. And from lower chambers, blood reversely flows to upper chambers because there are no valves. But if you take the heart of the mammals, the four chambers, we have tricuspid and bicuspid valves, and these tricuspid and bicuspid valves will prevent the reverse flow of the blood. Okay, so here the important thing to be remembered that so blood of these animals is rich in vanadium and sulfuric acid. Color of the blood will not be red, it is green in color. In these tunicates, green colored blood will be there. That is not mentioned, for your information I am saying you. Okay, so in the tunicates, blood of the animals is green in color. They have closed open circulatory system. It means there are no blood vessels. Blood is simply flowing in the body. Heart is ventral, no doubt. Ventral heart is a modern feature. We have ventral heart. And another special feature it is showing reverse flow of blood. This is a unique, peculiar feature shown by our urochordates, right? I repeat now in Hindi version for other students also. So urochordates में एंडोस्टाइल एक स्पेशल ग्लैंड या आर्गन होता है जो पानी में जो आयोडीन होता है उसको ऑब्जर्व करता है। ये आयोडीन को ऑब्जर्व करने के वजह से इसको थायराइड ग्लैंड से कंपेयर किया गया है, क्योंकि हमारे बॉडी में जो थायराइड ग्लैंड होता है वो आयोडीन को ऑब्जर्व करके थायराइड हार्मोन्स को बनाता है। तो इसीलिए इसको हम होमोलोगस टू थायराइड ग्लैंड बोलते हैं। होमोलोगस का मतलब होता है ओरिजिन अलग बट काम एक ही, फंक्शन एक ही रहता है। इनमें रेस्पिरेशन होता है, आरएस मतलब रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम होता है गिल्स से, गिल्स के ऊपर सुराख है जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं गिल स्लिट्स। सो गिल स्लिट्स का रहना भी एक कॉर्डेट फीचर है। गिल स्लिट्स का प्रेजेंस रहना भी एक कॉर्डेट फीचर है। और इनमें जो सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है, इनका जो सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कैसा है, इनका सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम जो है ओपन टाइप है, और इनमें हार्ट जो है वेंट्रल पोजीशन में है और बॉडी में रिवर्स फ्लो ऑफ ब्लड होता है। सो दीस आर द प्रोमिनेंट पॉइंट्स। नाउ let us check some other points. These points are clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let us see the diagram also once about these tunicates. Just for your information, let us glance the diagram.
Sir, urochordates are solitary animals or colonial animals?
Urochordate, mentioned urochordate.
Sir,
Uh,
sir, urochordate are colonial or solitary?
See, some of the urochordates are colonial in nature. So most of the urochordates are solitary, live singly.
Okay, sir.
So now when you go for the excretory system of these animals, so they have special cells known as nephrocytes. They help in excretion. They also have pyloric gland. Okay. This pyloric gland is also called as neural gland. So this pyloric or neural gland generally helps in excretion of the waste materials from the body. Sexes united, bisexual. These are bisexual animals. Okay, they are having both male and female sex organs. Cross fertilization. In this urochordates, cross fertilization will occur. And fertilization is external. Fertilization occurs outside the body, so we are saying it as external fertilization. Development indirect. So in their body, they form the larval state. So the larva is known as Ascidian tadpole. Ascidian tadpole larva, which is resembling Croc's tadpole larva. Okay, so the larva tadpole larva, this Ascidian tadpole larva is resembling the larva of the croc. It is looking same like the larva of the croc. Now, larva is becoming adult. Now, larva has modern features and adult will show ancient features. Okay, so larva is showing advanced features, adult is not showing advanced features, right? So what the larva is showing advanced feature, the larva is having the caudate, that is to say notopod. But the adult do not have notopod. I am putting into. So this type of metamorphosis in which larva with advanced features becomes adult with less advanced features. Larva with advanced features is developing into an adult with less advanced features. Okay. So in this urochordates, larva is showing advanced features, that the presence of the notochord is a unique and advanced feature, but the adult is not showing the advanced feature. So in this type, the type of the metamorphosis in which larva forms adult, larva having the advanced features and adult having less advanced features, we say the metamorphosis as retrogressive metamorphosis. So हकीकत में क्या होना चाहिए? हकीकत में ये होना चाहिए कि लार्वा में लेस एडवांस्ड फीचर्स होते हैं और अडल्ट में मोर एडवांस्ड फीचर्स होते हैं. ये नॉर्मल मेटामॉर्फोसिस है. बट यहाँ मेटामॉर्फोसिस अलग है. यहाँ में लार्वा में एडवांस्ड फीचर्स है तो अडल्ट में लेस एडवांस्ड फीचर्स है. तो इस तरह के मेटामॉर्फोसिस जिसमें लार्वा में बहुत ज्यादा एडवांस्ड फीचर्स है और अडल्ट में उतने ज्यादा एडवांस्ड फीचर्स नहीं है, तो ऐसा अगर मेटामॉर्फोसिस होता है तो हम उसको बोलते हैं retrogressive metamorphosis. Okay, I will write that on the board. Retrogressive metamorphosis. Okay, so ये उल्टा मेटामॉर्फोसिस है, ये थोड़ा अलग प्रकार का मेटामॉर्फोसिस है. हमेशा जब मेटामॉर्फोसिस होता है तो लार्वा अंडर डेवलप्ड रहेगा और अडल्ट ओवर डेवलप्ड रहेगा. ये प्रकृति, मतलब दिस इज अ नेचुरल थिंग. उसको हम बोलते हैं प्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. प्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस मतलब लार्वा में कम एडवांस्ड फीचर्स रहेंगे, अडल्ट्स में ज्यादा एडवांस्ड फीचर्स रहेंगे. ये जनरली होता है. तो जनरली उसको हम जनरली मेटामॉर्फोसिस बोल के उसको बोलते हैं. ओके, अगर मेटामॉर्फोसिस में और एक कैटेगरी है रिट्रोग्रेसिव. रिट्रोग्रेसिव का मतलब क्या हुआ? लार्वा डेवलप्ड है, अडल्ट अंडर डेवलप्ड है, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं रिट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. तो ये रिट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस जो है अपने ट्यूनिकेट्स का एक स्पेशल और यूनिक फीचर है जो इसको सबसे अलग करता है. तो आप आगे के एनिमल्स को जब देखोगे तो आप प्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस ही देख पाओगे. ओके, सो रिट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस यूरोकॉर्डेट्स की एक स्पेशलिटी है. ओके, This retrogressive metamorphosis concept you understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what are the factors that leads to retrogressive metamorphosis?
See here, generally there are no such factors. It is the nature of these animals created by nature. Okay. So their natural tendency is like this. So larva showing advanced features, adult showing less advanced features. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So these are the some important points which you have to remember related to our tunicates. You have 4 examples here: Herdmania, Salpa, Goliolum, Pyrosoma. Okay, right? One is Herdmania, which is called as sea spirit. Another one is Ascidian. Another one is Ascidian. Next one is Salpa. Next one is Doliolum. These are the examples. Last one is Pyrosoma. This Pyrosoma is bioluminescent. It emits light naturally. So this Pyrosoma is what? Bioluminescent. And it is colonical. So it is living in groups. So most of the Urochordates are solitary, as I mentioned, asked by Savani. But this Pyrosoma lives in colonies, lives in groups. And it is bioluminescent also. Bioluminescent means you know very well, emits the light. Other Urochordates do not emit the light, but Pyrosoma is a Urochordate which is emitting the light. So these are the general features of our Urochordates. So any confusion you can ask me. So now can you say why the name Urochordata is given?
Presence of notochord in tail.
Yeah, presence of notochord in
Tail. In
tail.
larval stage.
Yeah, so due to the presence of the notochord in the tail region, the name Urochordata is given. Very good. Now, in the tail of adult animal, notochord is present, or in which animal the notochord will be present?
Larva.
Larva. So the notochord will be present in the larval region. So due to the presence of the notochord only, the animals are named as Urochordates. What are the 2 specialities of Urochordates?
Sir, one is that they show retrogressive metamorphosis, and the second is that their body is covered with tunicin.
Right, very good. So these are the 2 important features which is unique. And what is the blood flow in these Urochordates? How the blood is flowing?
They have a
Reverse.
closed circulatory. They have an open circulatory system.
Very good. So they have open circulatory system, and reverse flow of blood is also possible in these Urochordates. Right. Which is the bioluminescent Urochordate?
Pyrosoma.
Pyrosoma.
Very good. What is the function of endostyle?
Regulate iodine.
It absorbs.
It absorbs iodine.
Absorbs iodine from water.
From water.
It absorbs iodine from the water. Very good. How excretion in these animals is occurring? Right.
Sir, by pleural gland.
Yeah, neural gland. which is also called pyloric gland. So excretion is occurring throughout through this organ. So that were the general features of our urochordates. Now the next subphylum is Cephalochordata. So we have studied that urochordates and cephalochordates are together called as dash. Urochordates and cephalochordates.
Protochordate.
Prochordate.
Protochordates. Why? What is the meaning of protochordates?
Sir, protochordates means the chordates which are less developed than vertebrata.
Very good. So the chordates which are less developed than vertebrata, we say them as protochordates. Pehle chordates are called as protochordates. Very good. Correct answer. Now cephalochordates, cephalic region. Okay. So guess what might be the meaning of cephalo? Cephalo means what?
Head.
Head. वेरी गुड. सिफालो का मतलब होता है हेड, कॉर्डेटा का मतलब होता है नोटोकॉर्ड. तो सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स वो कॉर्डेट्स हैं जिनमें नोटोकॉर्ड होता है और ये नोटोकॉर्ड हेड से टेल तक एक्सटेंड होता है. ओके, सो द नोटोकॉर्ड विल बी एक्सटेंडिंग फ्रॉम हेड टू टेल. सो दैट इज द रीजन वी से देम एज सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स. और इनमें नोटोकॉर्ड जिंदगी भर रहता है. नोटोकॉर्ड इज परसिस्टेंट थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. सो व्हेन नोटोकॉर्ड इज परसिस्टेंट थ्रू आउट द लाइफ in these animals. Okay, so फर्स्ट बेसिक फीचर इनका क्या है? सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स क्या है? सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स तो वो कॉर्डेट्स हैं जिनमें नोटोकॉर्ड सर से दुम तक है. ओके, हम बोलते हैं अगर ह्यूमन एनिमल है तो सर से पांव तक, बट इसमें दुम भी होता है तो हम बोल रहे हैं सर से दुम तक. और सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स वो कॉर्डेट्स है जिनमें नोटोकॉर्ड जिंदगी भर है. यूरोकॉर्डेट्स में लार्वे के स्टेज में ही है और दुम में है, बट सिफालोकॉर्डेट्स में नोटोकॉर्ड जो है मतलब इट इज परसिस्टेंट थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. ओके, these are the two prominent features. So और इनका जो बॉडी होता है वो फिश के जैसा होता है. ओके, बॉडी इज फिश लाइक. बॉडी इज फिश लाइक. ओके, it resembles fish, adapted for burrowing. You know what is burrow?
Yes, sir.
Right. So the body is like the fish. Their body is made such that they can easily make burrows in the soil or in the seashore. They can easily make the burrows and they can enter into the burrows and they can live. Okay, the body is fish-like, adapted for burrowing and for swimming. So they live in water. So the body is streamlined. Streamlined means like the fish, so they can easily swim. Okay, they do not have distinct head. Head will be there, but it is not very clear to identify that this is the head. If you see a person, you can say that ये उसका सर है. If you see a tiger, you can say that this is the sir of the tiger. But ये cephalochordates में head उतना distinct, उतना clear नहीं होता है. Okay, so head is not distinct. इनमें tail होता है. Okay, head भी है, tail भी है, head उतना clear नहीं है. Or we can say that cephalochordates have head and tail. Head is not clear. Head is not clearly visible. Or head is not distinct. Okay, notochord extends from head to tail. Notochord extends from head to tail. तो नोटोकॉर्ड हेड टू टेल एक्सटेंड होने के वजह से इनका नाम दिया गया सिफालोकॉर्डेटा. ओके, that is only the reason we say them as what cephalochordates. Paired appendages are absent. Paired appendages means what? We have 4 appendages, hind limbs and forelimbs. So in these animals, appendages are not present. Paired appendages are absent. AB I am writing. AB means absent. Okay, they have fins. Fins help in what? Swimming. Okay, so they have 3 fins only: dorsal fin, ventral fin, and caudal fin. Dorsal fin is present in the dorsal region. Ventral fin is present in the ventral region. Caudal fin is present near the tail region. So they have fins. They have fins. So fins, what is the function of these fins? Fins help the animal to swim in the water. Okay. Another prominent feature is notochord is persistent throughout the life. Throughout the life.
So where are the three fins present?
Once I will show you the diagram. So now these animals are having the fins. Fins are useful for swimming. So these fins are present on the ventral side of the body. When a fin is present on the ventral side of the body, we say it as ventral fin. When the fin is present on the dorsal side of the body, we say it as dorsal fin. And when the fin is located in the tail region, we say it as a caudal fin. Okay. Now I will show you one diagram so that you can clearly see the fins. Instead of drawing, I will show you the picture. See. This is one protochordate animal. In this protochordate animal, you can see dorsal fin. That is the dorsal side. Here you are able to see the ventral fin. Dorsal fin is 1 in a number. Okay. Dorsal fin is 1 in a number. Ventral fin is also 1 in number. Caudal fin is also 1 in a number. As the fins are 1, 1 and 1, we say them as unpaired fins. अनपेयर्ड फिन्स मतलब जनरली अगर आप फिश को देखते हो तो दो फिन्स होते हैं, दो डॉर्सल, दो वेंट्रल, दो कॉर्डल. बट इनका बॉडी जो है फिश जैसा है. इफ यू सी इट इज लुकिंग लाइक ए फिश ओनली. हेड इज नॉट क्लियर. दे आर हैविंग द टेल. दे आर हैविंग अनपेयर्ड फिन्स, डॉर्सल, वेंट्रल एंड कॉर्डल. ओके. डायग्राम इज क्लियर टू यू. Diagram is clear. Akash, you are understanding? Akash,
Yes, sir.
any confusion?
Sir, they don't have light receptors.
They have photoreceptors. Eyes होते हैं उनमें.
Sir, वो कहाँ पे present रहता है?
In the head region only, underdeveloped eyes will be there. So this oral cirri, you are seeing oral cirri, oral hood.
Yes.
That region is cephalic region. That region is head region. Okay. Head in this animal is not clear. It is not distinct. उसमें सब कुछ है.
Yes.
These are enterocoelous animals. Okay, they have coelom, and that coelom is formed by archenteron. So remember, these are enterocoelous animals. Enterocoelous. Okay. It means that they have the true coelom, which is enterocoelom. We have discussed that coelom is of two types: schizocoelom and enterocoelom. Schizocoelom is formed by the splitting of the mesoderm, and this enterocoelom is formed by the invagination of the archenteron, which we have discussed detailedly at the time, at that animal kingdom when we started. Okay, so they have enterocoelom in their body. They have true coelomates and animals. Okay, now they have triploblastic, no doubt. Triploblastic animals. Now the ectoderm, they have endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. 3 layers will be there. Okay. So this ectoderm is leaned by a special structure known as atrium. Can you guess what might be the function of atrium?
Sir, I think atrium are a type of, like, they are surrounded by the pharynx, and then there are ciliary feeders.
Right. So now this ectoderm is leaned by atrium. So this atrium is helping the digestion process. Okay. It is a structure which is surrounding the pharynx or which is present in the pharyngeal region. So this helps in the digestion of the food materials. Okay, as we see the digestive system of the human being, we have mouth, then pharynx, then esophagus, different parts are there. So these animals will also, in their digestive system, they show a special structure which is known as what? Atrium. Okay, so their ectoderm is lined by atrium. This is one of the special features. Digestive system is complete. Complete digestive system means you know very well. Closed circulation. Okay, they have open circulation. These are animals having closed circulation. Now another thing is that heart and respiratory pigment. We have respiratory pigment hemoglobin. They do not have respiratory pigment. Is absent. Okay, this is a unique feature. They do not have heart and they do not have the respiratory pigment. This atrium is doing the function of digestion. It also to some extent helping in the blood circulation. We can say that atrium is heart. It is not the heart, but atrium is doing the function of the heart. It helps in blood circulation. Closed circulation is clearly indicating that they have the blood vessels, and if the blood is flowing in the blood vessels, we say it as closed circulatory system. Okay. Pharyngeal gill slits. This is a chordate feature are numerous. Means they have many pharyngeal gill slits, irrespective of the number. They have many pharyngeal gill slits. Excretion. For excretion, they have protonephridia. This protonephridia have a special cells known as selenocytes. Solenocytes, sorry. Solenocytes. So these are the special cells which are present in the protonephridia which help in excretion. Okay. They also have myotomes in their body. These myotomes are functioning like muscles. Myotomes are not muscles, but they are functioning like muscles. Okay. So in these cephalopods, myotomes are there. Myotomes are like muscles. Well developed, properly developed muscles are not present in our cephalopod. Instead of muscles, they have myotomes. Instead of heart, they have atrium. Respiratory pigment is not there. Myotomes function as muscles. Okay. They have the myotomes in the body which are functioning as muscles. Unisexual. External fertilization. F I am writing for fertilization. So these animals are unisexual and they show external fertilization. Right? Now one example is given. Bronchiostoma. The diagram which I have shown to you is of bronchiostoma only. Once again, you see the bronchiostoma diagram, which is a very important cephalopodate animal. Okay. So this is a model cephalopodate animal, very famous cephalopodate animal, Branchiostoma lanceolatum. इसका पूरा नाम, इसको सिंपली ब्रांकियोस्टोमा वी से, पूरा नाम क्या है? ब्रांकियोस्टोमा लैंसियोलेटम, बट सिंपली इट इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रांकियोस्टोमा. You are able to see diagram clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this branchiostoma, it is also called as Amphioxus. It is commonly called as lancelet. Okay. So branchiostoma, it is commonly called as what? Amphioxus. In some countries, it is also called as lancelet. Okay. It is model caudate because it shows all the four caudate features. Okay. So this branchiostoma lanceolatum is considered as a model caudate animal because it is showing all the caudate features. First caudate feature, it have nerve cord, it have notochord, it have gills with gill slits. Heart is present in the ventral position. So what are the main caudate features? Can you say me once again? Main caudate features. One is nerve cord. इसमें nerve cord है, इसमें notochord भी है, इसमें gill slits भी है. Okay. And presence of post anal tail is also one of the caudate features. तो ये चार features के show करता है, but urochordates इतने सारे features को show नहीं करते हैं. But branchiostoma, protochordate animal ये चार features को show करता है. इसीलिए इसको हम
But sir, urochordate don't have tubular nerve cords. So how are they counted in chordates?
Listen here. First thing we have to, good question you asked me. First thing, what we have to see here means, we have chordates. First feature of any chordate is presence of notochord in its life. लाइफ में कभी ना कभी अगर नोटोकॉर्ड है तो हम उसको कॉर्डेट मान सकते हैं. पक्का कॉर्डेट कब होगा? जब चार फीचर्स शो करेगा तो वो प्योर कॉर्डेट है. गॉट माय पॉइंट? यू अंडरस्टूड नो? यूरोकॉर्डेट्स
Yes,
आर
sir.
कॉर्डेट, यूरोकॉर्डेट्स आर कॉर्डेट्स, बट यूरोकॉर्डेट्स प्योर कॉर्डेट्स या पक्का कॉर्डेट्स नहीं है, उसमें कुछ नॉन कॉर्डेट फीचर्स भी हैं. बट सिफेलोकॉर्डेट्स जो है इसमें चार के चार कॉर्डेट फीचर्स हैं. जब चार के चार कॉर्डेट फीचर्स फुलफिल हो जाते हैं तो हम उसको बोलते हैं 100 आउट ऑफ 100 यू आर पक्का कॉर्डेट. बट यूरोकॉर्डेट जो है दे आर नॉट पक्का कॉर्डेट्स, दे आर शोइंग ओनली सम फीचर्स ऑफ कॉर्डेट्स. ओके, so we can say that these urochordates are not in the true sense 100% chordates. They show some non-chordate features. As their only one point they are fulfilling, we are considering them as under the list of chordata. Okay, इसीलिए हेमिकॉर्डेट्स जो थे बैलानोग्लोसस के ऊपर भी ऐसी झगड़े हुए थे. कुछ साइंटिस्ट बोल रहे थे कि वो नॉन कॉर्डेट है, कुछ साइंटिस्ट बोल रहे थे कि वो कॉर्डेट है. तो बैलानोग्लोसस में एक स्ट्रक्चर था सोमेटोकॉर्ड. ये स्टोमेटोकॉर्ड रहने के वजह से साइंटिस्ट वर थिंकिंग इट एज ए नोटोकॉर्ड, बट फिर बाद में पता लगा कि ये नोटोकॉर्ड नहीं है, ये अलग है. तो फिर इसको कंट्रोवर्सी में डाल दिए कि दिस बैलानोग्लोसस वाज शोइंग सम कॉर्डेट एंड नॉन कॉर्डेट फीचर्स. अब किरकिरी क्यों बोल के उसको हेमिकॉर्डेट्स, हाफ कॉर्डेट्स में इट इज कंसिडर्ड, बट मॉडर्नली इट इज कंसिडर्ड इन द नॉन कॉर्डेट्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द थिंग. सो ओनली when we say a chordate, if it is having notochord means no doubt it is a chordate. Then afterwards we will check how many points it is satisfying. If it is fulfilling the four criteria, then it is a pure chordate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the branchiostoma model chordate, and we are related to endostyle. You remember this point. Urochordates and cephalochordates, they are together called as protochordates. So I will not mentioning that one directly. I will write protochordates. in protochordates, there is endostyle. Okay, in the protochordate animals, there is endostyle. Where this endostyle is there? On the floor of pharynx. Okay, suppose this is the pharynx. On the pharynx, we have endostyle. So this we are saying floor. This is roof. Okay, so in this protochordates, endostyle special structure is there, which is present on the floor of the pharynx. This endostyle जो है homologous to thyroid gland है, ये याद रखना है. It is also called forerunner of thyroid. Forerunner of thyroid का मतलब क्या है? आगे जाके ये एंडोस्टाइल थायराइड ग्लैंड में कन्वर्ट हुआ है, ऐसा साइंटिस्टों का मानना है. Okay. So now after urochordates, after cephalochordates, vertebrates came. In this vertebrate, there is no endostyle. Instead of endostyle, thyroid gland is present. So how thyroid gland is formed? It is assumed that thyroid endostyle developed to thyroid. So that is the reason we say it as a forerunner. These points you have to remember. Okay. Now, what is the basic difference between urochordates and cephalochordates?
Sir, repeat your question.
What is the basic difference between urochordate and cephalochordate?
Sir, urochordates do not have notochord for throughout their life, but cephalochordates have notochord throughout their life.
Very good. That is the basic difference. Do cephalochordates have protective layers?
No.
What is the common feature between both uro and cephalo?
Sir, they both have notochord, and at some point of their life, they also have numerous gill slits.
Right. And far most common point is endostyle. Both have endostyle. So both the urochordates and cephalochordates both are having the endostyle in their pharyngeal region, which helps to absorb the iodine from the water. Good. Now, when you speak about circulation of cephalo and uro, what is the basic difference?
Sir, urochordates have open circulatory system, whereas cephalochordates have closed circulatory.
Absolutely correct. So urochordates will have open circulatory system, and cephalochordates are having the closed circulatory system. Good. Which is model chordate?
Cephalochord.
Model
Cephalochord.
chordate animal. What you said, I was unable to hear.
Cephalochordate.
In that cephalochordate, which animal we are considering it as model chordate?
Branchiostoma.
Branchiostoma.
Right. Why we are considering?
Sir, because it has all the chordate features.
Right. Fantastic. So this is the story of urochordates and cephalochordates. In the tomorrow's class, we will continue further. And anyhow, Wednesday we will be physically meeting and having a physical class. Not on Wednesday, sorry, Thursday. Okay. So Wednesday I may not be able to take the class because I will be in journey. So tomorrow will be our online, and from Thursday there will be our physical class. Okay.
Sir, in micro schedule, tomorrow is a holiday.
Yeah, Bakrid something is there, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if there is holiday means it is well and good only. We will come if there is holiday, definitely notice will come. Okay, according to micro schedule, it is holiday only, but notice when it comes, then we can consider it as holiday. Okay.
Sir, which lessons are done?
Which lessons are
Is completed?
Akash question it is, Akash Sharma.
Yes, yes.
So many lessons are completed, but you don't worry. Thursday you are coming to school.
Yes.
So Thursday I will discuss with you and I will say you which lessons are completed and what to do about that completed lessons, how to cover them. If possible, I will explain you all, not only to you, many students are new joiners, for them also. We will have one group and I will explain you that lessons whether in offline or online mode. Don't worry about the completed lessons of biology. It's my responsibility. I will explain to you until you feel satisfied. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So have a nice time. Enjoy your other classes also.
Bye, sir. Good day.
Bye to all. Good day to all.
Bye, sir.